All right, kindergarten. We are on chapter 8, Grandparents' Day. It's the last chapter of this Junie B book. We're almost done. All right, so we ended chapter 7. Junie B spilled the beans on both of her little secrets about Mrs. So let's get started and see what happens. Mrs. went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only Principal didn't let me go too. He said to stay in my wood chair. Then he called my mother on the telephone and he told her all about the grocery store. Do you think she's going to get in trouble? She's not supposed to be spying. And also he told her about my sneaky, peeky spying. Principal is a squealer. A squealer is someone who kind of tattletales on you a little bit. After that, Mother said she wanted to talk to me. Only when I said hi, she didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me. And no more spying means no more spying. We would talk about this after her work. Then Mother said she never wants to get any more phone calls from Principal. Did I understand? Did I? I looked at Principal. Mother says not to call her anymore, I told him. Then Mother did a loud groan on the phone. Except, I don't know why. After that, me and her hanged it up, and Principal said I could go to room 9, and so I runned there speedy quick. Only too bad for me, 'cause I got there too late to sing My Country 'Tis Thee, Sweet Land of Liver Free, which is my favorite song. And so I just sat down at my table, and that's all. I showed Lucille my Band-Aid. See, my head's not gonna blow up, I said. Too bad, said that mean boy named Jim. I made a fist at him. Then me and him got into a scuffle. Scuffle is the school word of I accidentally tore his shirt. Oh, Junie B does not make good choices. Only guess what? I didn't even get in trouble. 'Cause just then, the grandparents came into room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine, I hollered, very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy head. Mine too, said a girl named Charlotte. Mine too, said my boyfriend named Ricardo. Then a grandma with blonde hair came in, and she had on long red fingernails and dangly earrings with jewels in them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like the money bags, Lucille, I said. After that, another grandma came in, and she runned it over to that Jim I hate, and she tried to hug him very tight. Only that mean Jim kept just standing back and back there. He didn't even hug her back. I tapped it on her. I will hug you, I said. And so then me and her hugged it real tight. Look at this up close. You can see, if you look really close under Junie B's bangs, you can see her bandage she has on her head. I hate your grandboy, I said very sweet. Just then, Mrs. clapped her loud hands, and she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room. Then all of the children talked all about what we do in room 9. It's fun in here, said my bestest friend, that Grace. We learn to count and to read and to wash our hands after we use the bathroom. And we learn recess and snacks and art, said Ricardo. Art is my favorite, I called out. Only my art didn't get painted up, because I painted a horse, and his head turned out like a big sausage. And so I had to tear it up and I stomped on it with my shoes. Then that mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me. And it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. Yeah, only everybody makes mistakes, I said. Right, Mrs. Wright? Because on Saturday, you kissed a strange man at the grocery store, and then you stole some grapes. And so even teachers make mistakes, right? Mrs. face went funny. Then her skin turned the color of reddish, and her voice couldn't say any words. How come you're not talking, Mrs.? I hollered out. Does the cat got your tongue? Just then, Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room. Then I heard Grandpa laugh too. And pretty soon, lots of other grandparents were laughing and laughing. Hey, it sounds happy in this place, I hollered. After that, Mrs. didn't look so reddish anymore. Then we got out the refreshments, and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on a plate. Mrs. made an announcement to room 9 and said only 2 cookies apiece for the children, except for I ate 4 delicious chocolate ones, and nobody even saw. That's not called stealing, that's called extras. After the refreshments, the grandparents had to go home to their houses, and so I hugged my grandma and grandpa very much. And then I hugged that mean Jim's grandma too. And also I hugged Lucille's moneybags Nana. I love your earrings, I said. Then Mrs. saw me being polite, and she smiled very nice at me. Mrs. has white teeth. They are just like Grandpa Miller's teeth, only hers don't come out, I think. Except for, I'm not for sure positive. And so, guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. That's what. That is the end of our Junie B book. So do you feel like Junie B learned her lesson on being a sneaky, peeky spyer? Do you think she's going to stop spying? Or do you think she's going to continue to be sneaky? We'll have to find out. Maybe we'll see in some of her other books. Bye, kindergarten.